welcome to today's session here in the Fry Studio. I'm going to take you through a lovely chair yoga session today. So we're going to work through the body in a real gentle way, and this is great for lipedema ladies. This is also good for anyone who's been working in an office or had a really stressful week and you find your shoulders have been rounded over. We're going to open up through the back, and we're just going to work with the lymphatic system. We're going to do some breath work and just really kind of feel good in the body, and this is a little bit more of a workup for our nervous system to calm down and wind down. So grab yourself a drink if you need it. Obviously make sure you've got a nice comfortable chair. Grab any cushions for support if you need to. I've got some big fluffy socks on here because we're not going to be getting up. We will get up at the very end of the session, but we're going to be sat down, so make sure you're nice and warm and cozy. And yeah, we get straight into today's chair yoga. Okay, so settle down in a comfortable position and then plant your feet so they're on the floor, and then just start to lift the shoulders up and then roll the shoulders back. Now you can have your hands just onto your lap, or you can rest them onto some arms if you have got arms on your chair there. I'm just going to bring mine down. I'm going to have the palms facing up, and then I'm just going to start to breathe in through the nose and then lift the shoulders. Exhale, drop the shoulders down. And then two more. Just breathe in, lift those shoulders up. Exhale through the nose, drop the shoulders down. One more, big shrug up. And just let that breath go. Well done. If anyone is familiar with box breath, we're going to do this, but I'm not going to hold at the top or the bottom. We're just going to gently flow in and out with our counts of 4. So again, just placing the hands down, make sure the feet are comfortable. And then just take away any curvature from the lower back here. So if you find you're kind of coming forward, just pivot round, and there's a small curvature of the spine, we're just going to pull the stomach back, almost tilt the pelvis under. And then just let those shoulders draw back to gently open up through the chest, so we can really open up where we're going to be breathing in and out. So feel free to close down the eyes or just soften your eye gaze to the floor. And then we're going to breathe in and out through the nose to the count of 4. So it's all inhale, big exhale, and now we go. So we're going to breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. And then breathe in through the nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now on the next couple, if you can have a bigger inhale but still keep the 4, and then see if you can exhale for 6. So when you're ready, breathe in. And then see if we can exhale for longer. And we'll go 2 more rounds of this. So breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4. And then exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now get that oxygen all the way and breathe in through the nose, down into the belly for the rib cage expand. Once you get to 4, soften your exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now if your eyes were softened or you had your eyes closed, just gently open them. And then we're going to raise the arms up, just let them float, let them feel heavy, and then roll round and then come back in front. And then just start to create some big circles here with the shoulders, with the arms. And we're going to do 3 in each direction. So now just gently lift and take them back, come round. Try to relax your jaw. And then bring the hands all the way down on top of the knees. Let the chin go down to the chest and just open up through the back here. And then as you open up the throat, so lift the chin, breathe in. Exhale round. And then just start to move through the spine. Breathe in and open. Stack the spine nice and tall. Exhale round. So a few cat-cows here in our seated position, and just see how that feels through the upper back. Just work with your breath as you open and close as we mobilise through the spine. Take one more deep breath in as your eye gaze goes up, open the throat. Exhale, come round, and then lift the arms up, clasp the hands together, and then just open up through the back muscles here, chin to chest. As you breathe in, let the arms come up, and we're going to open the arms into a wide cactus shape here, and look up. 2 more, let the arms come forward, round through the upper back, soften the neck muscles, and then we come up, we open back into cactus. And then one more time, round forwards. Open all the way up to cactus. And if you can, just keep the arms here. We're just going to twist the torso gently round one way. Try to keep the hips central. And then go round the other way. So gentle twists here through the thoracic. And then one more the other way. Well done. Just drop one hand down to the lap or just onto the arm. We're going to take one hand onto the shoulder, and we're just going to work through some shoulder rotations on one side. And then go the other way, free in the other direction. And then as you're doing this, change side. Just focus on that soft breathing. So we're still having long inhales and exhales. And then go the other way with this arm. And then bring both arms forward, circle for the wrists, wiggle the fingers. And then taking the hands all the way down and round. See if you can get beyond the knees here and go a little bit lower. And we're going to go for a forward fold in a seated position. So we're just going to roll the body forward, and you might get a bit of a stretch through the lower back here. Let the head drop. As you breathe in, unravel the spine. We're going to twist round one side on your chair. Doesn't matter which side for a spinal twist. Take one hand onto the opposite outside edge of that leg. And then we're just going to go round, look behind you. And then over to the other side. Back forward to your forward fold in your seated position. If you want to, you can extend the toes a bit more forward here. And as those legs are extended, and then roll down. Breathe in, let's open. Exhale, twist, thoracic twist. Inhale, open. Exhale, go for the twist. How's the body feeling? Hopefully the back is loosening up a little bit more. Just be nice and gentle. One more time through for this one. Roll the body forward, let the arms hang now over the thighs. And then start to stack the spine as you unravel. Lift the arms all the way up to cactus. Open the chest. And then round for your twist. And other way. And come forwards. So we're just going to go for a little bit of heat through the lower body now. So with your feet, plant them down to the ground. And then from there, you might want to come onto the edge of your chair, but pull the belly button in so we're sat nice and tall in our seated position. And with both legs at the same time, we're going to come up to heel lifts and take it down. Let's go for 10 pumps. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Plant the feet down. Bring one knee in towards the chest. So see if you can lift that leg. Hold on to the shin and just round the back. Breathe in as we plant the foot down, open, and then change. Exhale, round. Inhale, up. And then we're just going to switch each side, marching through. Hug the knee. And then up. Hug the knees. Do one more each leg. Come up. Breathe in, expand through the chest, round through the spine as you exhale. And bring it all the way down. Now we're going to extend one leg forwards and then just see if you can lift the leg up so the knees go together, and then extend the leg and then bring the heel back. So just gently moving through the knee joint. And then as we're doing this, especially if there's any lipedema ladies, we're going to squeeze the thigh, draw it back. Squeeze the thigh, come back. Just go 2 more. Plant that foot down, but step it wide on your chair, okay? I'm just going to pivot round, so step wide. And now the same leg that's out to the side, we're going to open up that arm for a side stretch here. And then just try and open up through the hip as we're here. And then just open the chest. Maybe if you breathe, as you inhale, reach the arm over, exhale down if you want to create that movement. One more inhale, exhale here. And then start to stack the torso. Lift up this leg that was out on the side angle, bring it back. Let's do the same on the other side. So we're just going to lift the knee up, extend the foot, and then bend the knee, come back. So a little bit of knee extension here. And again, remember, squeeze that quad. Are you sitting nice and tall? Relax those shoulders, relax the jaw. 3 more. Be gentle with the joints. Okay, from there, just let this leg come out wide. And then we're going to open up through the side body. So from here, we're just going to lift up and open. You can rest hand onto the front leg or the arm rest, as long as you've got an opening up through this side. And again, open the chest. Movement with the arm if you want to go there. Breathe in as we open. Exhale down. And then bring the arm all the way forward. Rotate the chest forward. Then lift this leg that's out to the side. Come all the way back in. And then reach up to the ceiling. If you're sat forward on your chair, if you crept forward, sink it back. So you've got a little bit more support through the sit bone. Tuck under with the tailbone. We're sat nice and tall. Draw the core in. Now we're going to lift the arms, open up. Cactus. Cat-cow is next. So let the hands go to the knees. Chin to chest, just round the back. And then open up, look up. Draw the shoulder blades down behind you. And then let the hands come all the way up the thighs here. We're going to lift up those arms one more time, open, and we're going to go cactus into a forward fold now. So we're just going to be a bit more expansive through that back body, and then roll the body forward as we come in, chin to chest. Let the arms hang when you're down. And maybe just sway side to side, relaxing those shoulders. When you're ready, come all the way up with control. One more time with cactus, opening the arms. We're going to just twist with the torso here. So let the body go round. 2 times. Take one hand to the base of the chair, lift the other arm up. And let's open up the chest. Now this hand that's up above, we're going to go over to the opposite knee for our spinal twist. Look behind you this time, stretch the neck. Take a big inhale here through the nose and stay with the exhale. Soften the shoulders. On your next breath in, come all the way round to the front. Take hold of the bottom of the chair with the other arm. And then we're going to open up here. Side stretch, make sure you're grounded through the sit bones. Slowly make your way out of that stretch and go for your spinal twist the other way. As you're in this spinal twist, try not to let the knees collapse together. With the pressure from the hands. So be nice and gentle. Look behind you, stay for the inhale. Exhale, stay here. Soften those shoulders. Inhale and unravel. Okay, just bring the hands to the lap. And then from here, I'm going to go for those heel pumps again. And we're going to alternate between left and right foot. So let's go 1 and then change for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lift up one knee towards you, round the back. As that leg comes down, extend for the straight leg. Circle the ankle when it's there. Wiggle in those toes. Go for the other direction. And as that foot comes down, step wide on the chair. And then with the leg that's out to the side, really open up the hip. And then open away from that leg for our side stretch. A variation of a warrior. Circle the wrist at the top. And now see if you can manage this next stretch. It is a great one for the hips and the glutes, depending on range of motion. So see if you can lift the foot up and then just try to bend through the hip. The knee is around 90 degrees. And then the option is to bring that foot, so a nice glute stretch here, onto the opposite thigh. And then we can start to just tease the body forward and gently come up. Do that a few times. So we're staying with a nice fluid motion through this, working on some mobility. Make sure the shoulders are down, away from those ears. And then we're going to go one more. We're going to hold on this next one. So just relax and melt the body into this stretch. Like I say, if it's too much at this point, you can drop the leg and go for that wide warrior and then lean into it as an option. Anything that's going to open up this hip. Okay, 2 more breaths in and out here. And then just release the leg and then sit yourselves back up. 10 heel pumps again, alternating between left and right. Let's go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then we lift up the other leg, round the back, hug that knee in. Gently come out of the stretch, extend the leg. Feel free to hold with the back of the thigh. And then bring the knee in. Kick the leg out. And now circle with that foot, wiggling the toes. And then gently bend that leg and then open up to our wide variation of warrior. So that leg go out to the side. And then from there, we're just going to open up deep into that hip stretch for side body. So staying here, we're just going to open up, look up to the ceiling. A few breaths in and out. And like you can see, I've got my elbow gently rested. I haven't collapsed my shoulder into there, so I'm gently rested. But if you haven't got that, you can just let the hand just relax onto the thigh. And then really open up through the rib cage this next inhale. On the exhale, slowly come all the way up. And then we're going to go for that hip opener stretch, the glute stretch. So lifting up the leg, and then you can gently just hold. But if you've got the flexibility, just take the side of the ankle onto the thigh. And then just gently move with that stretch. But if that's too intense, keep the leg grounded in that wide position. Just work through the inner thigh stretch. Most of the time we tend to have one side that's a bit more freer than the other, so don't push it if you are struggling on this second side. Just go gently to where you can feel a nice stretch and mobilisation through the tissue. Okay, and this last one we're going to hold, so pick where you want to be for about 5 to 6 counts of your breath. In and out through the nose. Remember, we're calming down the nervous system. We're oxygenating through the body. Relax the jaw, soften the eyes. And And see if you can consciously relax the hip space here as well. So don't be too tense through the lower back. One more inhale here. And then as you exhale, start to unravel the spine, release that leg from the stretch, and then ground the feet wide now on your chair. And then we're going to take the hands to the knees and we're just going to roll the body forward. And then see if you can just take one shoulder over to the opposite side and then over to the opposite side. You can see I'm just pushing open through the hips here, just to get that little stretch through the arms, through the shoulders, through the legs. Breathe in, exhale, over, in, exhale. Great work. Then release the hands, and then with the strength of the legs, we're going to lift one leg, bring it in, and then the other one, bring it in. And then go into your forward fold. So maybe walk the feet forward and then just let the body hang all the way forward. Maybe the arms come underneath the legs. Take 2 deep breaths all the way down into the spine. Let's open up through the lungs. Let's open up through those ribs. And then as you exhale, start to come all the way up. Let the arms come up. Open up into cactus. Open up through the chest. Bring one hand onto one shoulder, the same side. Big circles 2 times. Go the other way. Let me know how that's feeling. If you do feel a little bit more mobile now through the upper body, change side. And go again, other way. And if you can, try to get the hands together and take them behind the head to see if that's comfortable on the shoulders. Let the head be heavy in the hands. Have your thumbs going down your neck for me. And then we're gently just going to lift, create some good posture here. As you exhale, let the elbows draw together. Just gently round the upper back. And then breathe in and open. Open up the elbows, look up. Come forwards. One more time. Come forward. And then on this last one, as you start to stack all the way back up, arms to cactus, 2 twists for me. And then bringing those hands all the way down to the lap. Okay, we're just going to go for a variation of down dog, which is going to be standing using our chair as assistance. So ground your feet into the floor. If any of you do struggle with the knees coming in and struggle with your squats and lower body of where it needs to be, and you'll get a bit of pain going through the joints, I have got another little video that might be helpful. I'll just pop it at the top here to perfect your techniques. Okay, so we're just going to push through the heels. We're going to come up, stand. Lovely. Okay, so make your way to the back of your chair, holding on with one hand. Take the other hand to the hip. We're just going to gently lift the knee, roll round and come in 3 times. Good, 2 more. Okay, change direction. See how you go with coming in. Lovely work. Now change side for me and then hold on to the chair on the other hand. I'm just going to stay here and try and balance on one leg. And then we'll just do the same on the other side. So we go 1, 2, 3. And then other way, just gently through the hip. Create that movement. Once you've done 3 in each direction, take hold of the back of the chair. Walk the chair forward or walk the legs forward, depending on how much room you've got, holding on to the outside edges, and then gently look down and then just pull against the chair. Make sure it's safe just to open up through the back. Knees are soft here. Full extension through the back of the body. On your next exhale, come all the way up. About halfway, walk one hand across on a diagonal and then just go for a little side stretch here. come all the way up, change side, take the hand across, and again just stretch gently through the side, through the back. And then come all the way back down into your seated position for me. Bringing the hands down to the lap. Feel heavy on your seat. Relax the glutes, relax the hips, relax the shoulders. Sit nice and tall. Breathing in through the nose. And exhale through the nose. Let's breathe in for the count of 4. Away you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just hold. Slowly exhale for 6 to 8 counts. And we do that one more time through. So breathe in through the nose, fill the body all the way up with air. Hold. Relax the body as you exhale. And then just wiggle those shoulders. Roll them forward, roll them back, and then start to create those hip circles and start to create those arm circles we started with. Go the other way. Well done, everyone. Do let me know how you found this session, and hopefully then you should feel a little bit lighter. We've really alternated through the body, we've worked through the joints. Let me know if you would like some more chair yoga. I've got different variations, but this is just a nice little workout. And even if you get little parts of what you've done today, and if you're working in a desk, you can start to implement some of those just to make yourself feel a little bit better through the posture, through the rib cage, so we can really breathe correctly in and out through the body, so we're supporting our lymphatic system. And obviously with the heel pumps, if you're sat down for a long amount of time, just get everything moving through the lower limbs as well, especially for us lymphoedema ladies. So I will say before you switch off, I have got some other restorative style workouts. So if you suffer with restless legs, I've got a restless leg yoga flow, and again I'll tag this here. But yeah, let me know, Thrive community, of any other workouts you'd like to see from me. And then going into the new year, we will be looking to do a little bit more lifting, a little bit more workouts. But when this gets released, it is winter, so it's a bit colder, and also that really has an effect on our nervous system. It can make us feel more stressed. So a little bit of a wind down today. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all here in the Thrive studio very soon. Thanks for joining. Bye.